Hi, this is Xane Daniel. I wanted to thank you so much for participating in this meditation and activation. This is not just a guided meditation, but it is an activation. I work with an extra-dimensional collective called the Hathors. They're very powerful, and by listening to the sound of my voice, you're being activated by the Hathors. And as with all high vibrational energy activations or attunements, it's important for you to know that this can result in a little bit of a recovery period. So don't be surprised if you feel extra tired or extra wide awake. Drink plenty of water after you listen to this, and this recovery period could actually take a couple of days for you to get over. But understand that if you do experience a recovery period, you've gone through quite the transformation. To use the Monday meditations as intended, I invite you to listen to each one all week, every day, until the next Monday meditation releases, and then use that one every day for a week. Each time you listen to them, they will become more and more integrated into the amazing being that you already are. Get into a comfortable position and take a nice big deep breath. As you exhale, relax. Feel your body. Notice where there's tension. Focus on that tension for a moment. And do everything that you can to relax that area of your body. Throughout this entire meditation, do your best to have meaningful medium breaths. And by meaningful, I want you to put your attention to those breaths. Think about each one. Breath in and breath out. Do your best not to allow yourself to breathe shallow and thoughtlessly. Keep your attention on your medium breath in and out. There's a big part of our brains that focuses on all kinds of stuff. And that stuff is not actually important. Most of our cycles, we are thinking about things that have no bearing on our souls. They're petty. They're a distraction from whom we truly are. And what experience could have an even deeper, more powerful meaning than any other experience that you could possibly have. These cycles that I'm talking about are the majority of what we focus on. I'm sure for every person it's different. But what I'm seeing right now is 75%, which is lower than what I thought it would be. I was thinking something much higher. 99% of what we focus on seems like it's not very important. But I could be encouraged by 75% because we're not as far off or as far away. from that true deep experience that I thought we were. So I want you to take 75% of your thoughts and throw them away, just for now. Just for this moment, while we do this. Those 75% are all about desires, concerns, the exercise of trying to solve problems in our minds, wondering what other people are thinking, trying to decide if we're good enough. So we're going to take that 75% of the way that we think and set it aside. And we're going to crack open the true deep experience. And the true deep experience is so much simpler. It doesn't involve all the brain processes, if any. It's much more pure. And I'm seeing many different ways to get here. One of the ways is to align yourself with an intrinsic truth. I'm actually seeing it as a column of light. And most of the time, we feel like we're walking outside of that column of light, being involved in that 75% of thinking. And to instead forget all of that 75% and step right in to that column of light. That column of light is the path of everything, of nothing. It's the path of the ultimate simplicity. There are no worries, no doubts, no trying to solve problems because there's no problems that need to be solved. It is simply just existing in this moment. Where everything else that exists actually resides far outside of this space that we're in. That chaotic cloud of stuff is that 75%. That cloud is distant. And instead of it being full of chaos and confusion, fretting and judgment, it's actually just a fluffy cloud. It looks nice from a distance. We're not engaged in any of that stuff at all. It's floating way out there. We're back here, inside the column of light, living in the infinite now. What do you experience here? In a way, nothing. You just are. You just exist. There is no concerns about time. This space is timeless. It's free of so many things. Purity, simplicity, and light are what you find here. It is who you are. Align yourself with this. Allow it to flow through you, and for you to flow through it. From here, we can see that all the other stuff that normally concerns us, it's silly, meaningless, and it's in that fluffy cloud way out there. This place is so simple that the brain doesn't have any idea what to do. In many cases, the brain doesn't understand, but we know that this place is really what it's all about. You might feel yourself pulsing. Vibrating. You might feel sensations in your third eye. You might feel lighter. And if you still feel any of the sensations from the cloud, then you can take a big deep breath and let those go. And now, refocus on the column of light. Another way to describe this is the infinite now. Breath in. Ahoy! Be in that space of love. Not the love where you have any expectations. Not the love that requires anything. Just simply love. It is truly what this column of light is all about. Feel yourself knowing. Really knowing. That this is where you reside. This place. You can really know it really well because you spend a lot of time here. Or you could know it really well because you just know it. You don't have to have spent a bunch of time here to know it. It just resonates with you. There are no complications. There are no distractions. There's no doubt. You might ask, what do you see when you're in this place? This place, the infinite now, that you spend most of your time avoiding. And really, do any of your senses actually work in this place? Do you need sight? No, your eyes are closed. Do you need to hear something? No, it's complete silence. Do you need to feel anything? As a matter of fact, if you were floating through space, it might be easier. And the rest of the senses are the same. They actually get in the way of being in this place. So discard as many of those as you can. Just like you discarded that cloud of chaotic thoughts and emotions. And just exist here in that column of light. This column is infinite. And you truly need nothing else. There is no beginning. There's no time at all. When you come back here, it's like you never left. Because you didn't. But while appearing and existing in this column of light, you accepted or even invited this cloud to surround you. So at the beginning of this meditation, when I said that you could step into this column of light, it was just a way to get your mind to be there. But the truth is, you're always here. Always. there is nowhere else that you can be. We just forget it because we listen to the cloud. So if you believe that you have to work really hard to get here, then you're actually with the cloud. Because to be here requires no effort. Effort comes from the cloud. All you have to do is focus. Remember. Put a little bit of intention. And you're here. Nothing more that you need to do. So what are you going to do while you're here? To even ask that question means you bring in the cloud. It means that you bring in thoughts. The idea that you have to do something. The idea that this isn't enough, maybe, that there's more. But this is actually all there is. And when you're here, focused on this place that you always are, that's all you have to do. Is just be here. This is a peaceful place. And it's always here for you. As soon as you want to, move the cloud away. Breath in. Oi! If you find yourself during this talking to the cloud again, it's okay. It's natural. You can just look at that cloud as really nothing in comparison to the column of light. The cloud is actually minuscule. The column of light is massive. So when the cloud comes back and starts distracting you, just remember that it's a tiny little cloud. And it was way over there before it tried to come back and integrate itself. It's an unnecessary distraction. from the infinite now. And you can just bring yourself back here. Notice, recognize that the cloud came back, laugh at its tininess. Go ahead and watch it float away and return to the column of light. If you'd like to, you can use this place to make some changes. You can come here to infinite now, and without even bringing the cloud back over, you can take a look and make a few changes to whatever you want within yourself. Do a little healing from here. It's very effective because you're not distracted by the cloud. You're not listening to the cloud. You're just saying, with this sense of freedom and peace and lack of judgment, hey, let's try this. And you can make a change. Maybe you decide to remove something. Removing an emotion that you often come back to. That emotion may be related to a memory. And so you can remove the associated stored emotion to that memory. You can use it to look into your past. Or you can use it to make a change about a trend or a characteristic or a belief or a blockage. So I invite you to do that. Find something Just pick one thing and make the change. You don't have to do anything special. All you have to do is be here in the infinite now and make a tweak, an adjustment. Don't let the cloud come in, but if it does, just send it away. Breath in. Oh! That was to give you a little boost, to make it a little bit easier to make that change. Let's call it a punctuation mark on that change that you just made. Keep breathing. Being in this place might feel like you never want it to end. Here, being here in the infinite now, you might never feel like bringing the cloud back. because being here taps you into love. And the cloud just distracts you from that. But just like the fact that you're always in the column of light, you are always in a state of love. Even though while you're experiencing the cloud, you feel like you're having all kinds of emotions, but all those emotions are nothing compared to the love that you experience from the infinite now. My meditations normally end with, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. But the problem with this one is that you're essentially saying, when I'm ready to bring back the cloud, then I can open my eyes. But that's not really what we want. So instead, we want to see the cloud as an important part of this particular existence. But the one advantage is that now you can see it from the column of light and the infinite now. And you've likely shrunken the impact or the importance of the cloud in your life. Because really, it's just not very important. Its importance is in a different category than most people believe that it is. You might start to see the cloud differently moving forward. You might be able to move the cloud around, move it further away, move it closer, because the cloud isn't all bad. The cloud is what you experience here as a human on this planet. We described the cloud previously as negative emotions, self-doubt, worries. The cloud is also the positive experiences that we experience on this planet. So we're not going to get rid of it. Not yet, anyway. We will eventually. All of us will. But for now, all we really need to do is visit the column of light, and then when we turn back and we bring the cloud back into our lives, we'll see it differently. We see it as fun, fascinating, beautiful even, in all of its forms. It can be appreciated. It can be celebrated. It can be integrated. but with the added bonus of seeing it from the infinite now. Which is an endless peace, an endless love. So I'd say spend as much time as you'd like in this infinite now, in this column of light. You don't need me to tell you to open your eyes. You can do that when you're good and ready.